Welcome back, Guru Nation. All right, let's have a little talk about the new LVS62. I've seen so many comments talking about, oh gosh, Garmin just got the 34 out. Now it's outdated, and now we're going to the 62. First of all, let's talk about the differences in the 64, the 62 and the 34. What I like to compare it to, and I saw another guy do a YouTube a video on it, and he did a great job. He did a real good job. You can't say nothing. He had a lot of graphics. I'm not going to pull all the graphics up. We're just going to have more of a discussion. But the best way I can describe this is on your side view or your side imaging units. You know, a lot of times you have the 455, the 810, and then the 1070 on the 56s. When you the 1000, you know, the mega imaging, that's made for shorter distances, higher detail. But when you try to go the long distances, the frequency's too high to penetrate that far of a water. And so when it gets out to further distances, it actually works against you. So a lot of times you'll use, if you really want to look way out, you'll use the lower frequencies like the 455. Those give you actually better detail at long distances than the high mega imaging does. That is what the 62 and the 34 are. I can see a lot of guys having the 34 and the 62 on the same boat, because the 34 is not going to penetrate that 150, 250, 300 foot of water that some of you guys on some of the lakes get to. So that's where the 62 is going to come in. Now, the 62 is not going to do real well in, say, 15 foot of water at 25 foot, 30 foot forward distance for you crappie guys. So there's two totally different transducers for two totally different applications. So don't feel like, oh my God, they're leaving us behind. They've already done something new. Totally different applications, totally different transducers. If you're out on the Great Lakes and, you know, you're out there fishing, you know, 200 foot of water, 150 foot of water. I don't know the depths on the Great Lakes, but I'm assuming they're pretty big. Gulf of Mexico and things like that. You're going to want that lower frequency to penetrate further and deeper into the water. And that's where the 34 is just not going to do a good job. But when you get up close to, say, a rock pile and it's in 30, 40 foot of water, that's where that 34 is going to come in and really show it to you. Now, a lot of people are going to say, hey, what about the 32 guys? The 32 and the 34, there's not a huge amount of difference in terms of, there's a little bit in target separation. I'm noticing that. But in that 0 to 40 foot range, it's not light and day. And this is where it comes in. The 34 in longer distances is better than 32. The 62 in longer distances is going to be better than the 34. So all three of those transducers have a place and will continue to have a place for some time. The 34 just came out. I don't see it going anywhere. I do hear rumors of an LVS34, which is literally the 34 transducer that doesn't require the black box. But you'll also be required to have a GPS map unit. I think the GPS map units have dual core processors. So that's the only reason that it'll be like that. And it would be nice if you didn't have to have a box. But that's not always possible for the guys with the Echo Map units and things like that. So, but I can see a place for the 62, not for my fishing, not for normal type fishing, but maybe Gulf of Mexico, Great Lakes, Lake St. Clair, those huge bodies of water that you're looking and trolling 200-300 foot behind the boat, things like that. That's where those are going to come in, and that's where they're going to show where they're made to work. And so guys, don't feel like your 34 is out there, because it's not. The 34 is not obsolete. The 32 is not obsolete. The 62, they're putting it out there, trying to cover each specific point in the market. And I think the walleye guys love this because they can troll and do things like that. I don't know a lot about the trolling, but I would assume you're trolling 200 or 300 foot behind the boat sometimes to get that depth the way you need it. And I can see where this is really going to pay off big for you guys like that. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Talk to me and tell me what you think the 62 and where it's going to be a place in the market and things like that. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell.